Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. So we've got an array of stuff out today. Any guesses what we're making? I am going to try and make a music box. Okay, I bought this one music thingy a while back. So I've only got the one, but I want to see if I can do it. So I'm going to use this this box right here, and for the box and the lid, I'm going to use this holographic pink glitter. I don't know the name. I got it on Amazon. I don't even know what brand it is, so I can't link it. If I can find it, I will link it. And I'm going to use a little bit of the Let's Resin purple dye in this. So these two pieces take 10.5 ounces. So that's going to be a fairly straightforward whatever. So then what I'm going to do, because when this piece goes in, this little knob piece is going to stick out the back. So in order to hide that, this took me forever because the possibilities are so many, guys. It's crazy. So I decided I'm going to do my nine-tailed fox, which I was gifted this mold. So I can't remember who gave it to me, but thank you. I love it. So we're going to fill this, and then we are going to glue it on the top of the cover. So it's going to give us something to lift our lid off with, but it's also going to cover our little wind-up piece in the back. So what I'm going to do with him or her is I'm going to do the tails in the silver holographic. And I'm going to do the rest of her in the purple holographic glitter. These are both glitters, so this should be very shiny. So before we do anything, before I get anything mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and start getting the powders into this mold. I'm just going to grab some tape and just try to make sure that I have nothing in here. So hopefully if this comes out good, then I can get some more music box things, and yeah, we can do that. All right. And I've already got glitter everywhere. All right. So let me get a brush. All right, so I'm going to start with the silver, and I'm going to try and hopefully be able to color everything. I might actually have to get a longer brush. We'll see. All right. And I was thinking about what color to back this in, and I really, now I don't know, guys. I'm afraid if I do black, I don't know, it's gonna be too much. I don't know. I'll probably do this in black because they're both holographic, and I want to really get that look. All right. So I'm trying to get the, like, up near the body done first. Without trying to drop too much, you know, in the body part. I will clean that up, but I figure if I do like one section, then I'd be less apt to maybe miss any spots. I don't know. Because doing this is the most important, is making sure that you are not missing any spots, because it will show through in your finished piece. Guys, it took me, I swear, an hour. I had 15 different things out that I could use for toppers. And then I was like, well, do I do a Christmas one? And then I'm like, well, if somebody buys this off my website, you know, they might want it more than just at Christmas time. And my music box wasn't a Christmas, you know, song. So I was like, I don't really want to do, as much as I wanted to make a Christmas one, I didn't have a Christmas music box thingy. So I was like, all right, we'll just go a different route. All right, so I think I got everything. So let me grab a paper towel, and I'm going to put some alcohol on a paper towel, and I'm gonna try and get this body cleaned off. All right, so let me get a couple of Q-tips. Can I reach down in there with them? Yeah, all right. So let me just bring my alcohol over here. And just get that edge. I mean, there might still be a little of the silver, but I'm going to try my absolute best to get it off. And I mean, the silver will just show through with the pink. So, you know, it's not like I didn't want anything in that area at all. Let me see if I've got a different type of, yeah, maybe one of these will work better. Oh yeah, much better. And luckily, this mold is pretty flexible. Oh. Except for when the thingy comes off. Oh my word. So I had thought about trying to turn it inside out, but, all right, maybe if I just flip it around a little bit. And then I can just fix the edges. No, because I'm just making a mess everywhere. So bad idea, guys. Don't do that. All right, let's see. Maybe I can use a brush to get in here. I just want to get like the most of it out. All right. All right, we're going to call that good. All right, so move that over there. And now we're just going to do that inner, and there's going to be a little bit of silver in there, but I don't want to screw up the silver because it's a light color and I don't want it to have any areas showing through. And if there's a little silver, just will give her a little bit of a sparkle. Oh, so I didn't tell you, we finally got an estimate on my car. So it's got $2,700 worth of damage, which I guess I should be thankful. It could have been worse, right? So that goes in on the 3rd of December, and they'll have it a couple of weeks, but all right, so do I have everything? All right, so we have our little baby here all colored in. Clean my brush. All right, so let's get this away. And move all that crap out of my way here. All right, so I am going to use the Bond Craftor epoxy. You can find this on Amazon. I do have a link in the description. I have a discount code for their website, and that is in the description link. The one for Amazon is not working because they're in the process of lowering the price on this epoxy, guys. It is already affordable, but yeah, it's really good. So I am going to mix up 16 ounces. I might have some extra, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. So I'm using my bigger cup from Let's Resin to measure it. So I find with this, if you hand mix it and you let it sit for the recommended 5 minutes. It degasses really, really good. So the only thing that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to divide it into different cups once I get it all poured. So, all right, I got to clean my mold out here. So I've just got a little bit of alcohol. And then I will go over with some tape, but and I hate it because I can't, when the back side has stuff on it, you think that the front does. So I'm just gonna try and clean this up a little bit. I know I should clean them when I'm done with them, but you know, sometimes I'm starting another project and I don't even think about it. All right, so let's get some more tape and get this cleaned. And I've got to lower my heat in here because I am sweating my muppetoonies off here. I think I've only made this box once. It's a good size box too, guys. All right. So what I'll do is I'll start mixing up my resin, and then I'll put you on a pause, and I'll come back once it's set for 5 minutes, and then we'll start mixing our colors and get these poured. But I will get it poured so that you guys can see. So this is a 1-to-1. And I'm gonna have to get some more because this one's getting low. All right, so there's 8 of part A. And then we're gonna do 8 of part B. And let's see if we can use a bigger stick here. And then you just mix it up, scrape your bottom and your sides, just kind of go in one direction. And when it's all clear and there are no streaks, then you're ready to go. So let me see, I think because it's so deep, I'm afraid of it flash curing on me. So I am going to get my paddle, and then I will break it down, and we will, I'll put it in the, my debubbling machine. So this is the Estoyo, and it's got the AI feature, so it mixes exactly for 4 minutes. And I must have had something on it because I got something on the top. Crap. Oh well, I got to get this mixed. All right, so I will be back when it is time to get the colors all mixed. Okay, so I did run some of it through the debubbler, but I didn't like do all of it just because I'm like, oh wait, I'm mixing glitter in here too. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up the, I'm going to do 3 ounces, and I'm going to mix some black, and that way there we can just make sure that we get that one filled, and then if I glitter everything else, it's not a big deal. I can always like make some extras. So all right, that should be plenty. And I keep forgetting to try and color it and then run it through the debubbler, but I only have a small one, so I can only do like 2 half cups at a time anyways. So someday I'll get a pressure pot or a bigger one or whatever, so. I am going to try something the next time I make an axolotl. So I will take you guys along on that journey. It could be a disaster, but you know. All right, so let's go ahead and get this one poured. So like I said, this is 3 ounces. So I'm definitely going to need more. And these eyes are so hard to squeeze. I guess I way underestimated. Let me... All right, so that's 2 ounces. And then I'm gonna squeeze the tips on the tail, so. All right, I'm just gonna go around and hopefully not dislodge our silver powder, but I gotta make sure I don't want no bubbles. All right, let me just give this another good mix. You can hear my foolish dog up there chewing on her bone. Are you kidding me? So this must hold 6 ounces. Like I said, I've only poured it once. But I'm glad I ended up mixing up some more. Because, let me see. Yeah. All right, so let's just move this out of my way, because if not, we all know what is going to happen, correct? Yeah. All right. So let's wipe this stick off. So now that I've dirtied up cups, I'm gonna mix it all back into the big cup. Yep. Sometimes I don't know why I do the things I do, but you know, oh, it's just a day in the life of Michelle. Yep. All right. Because now I think I'm going to be a little short on this. Oh, you know what I should have done? Oh my gosh. I should have used my black polyurethane resin for that. My by Let's Resin. I keep forgetting. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have just enough. Because I got 11 and that takes what, 10 and a half, I said. Wow. I am so glad that I overshot. I was like, oh, well, if I have enough, I'll just, you know, I'll make a bear or an elk or... Yeah. All right. Holy stamoli. All right, so I'm just gonna let those cups sit there because it's just clear. I can let them cure and then reuse them. All right, so we have 11 ounces. So let's get some of this gorgeousness in here. And I am going to use the glue. I definitely am. And I'm going to use a disposable stick just because cleaning glitter off the utensils just really stinks. All right. So we're going to use this. So I'm going to stir this before I put the purple because I want this to really be concentrated. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Sophie. Now, I've never used these ones. These are the little ones that come in the casting resin kits. And it's a dye, not a pigment. So I'm hoping to give it color, but not totally take over. If that even makes any sense. Definitely gonna need more. And probably more glitter. All right, we're gonna give it a couple of good squirts. Because I figured if we add like the dark color, we'll maybe get a little bit more of the holographic out of this glitter. And because I want it so that the box, you know, you're not going to be able to see through the box. So if you put trinkets in it or whatever, you're not seeing that, and you're not going to see the mechanism hanging down. All right, that is pretty. I might end up getting another purple. All right, because there's a lot of resin in here, guys. All right, so we don't see through the stick. All right. Do I... Oh, I am gonna... Let's see. This is the Let's Resin solid color pigment. I'm only gonna put... Oh, and that was way lighter than I thought that was gonna be. So that's not what I wanted. All right, we're just gonna go with this. Let me get my glue. And we're gonna put 11 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 1 drop per ounce usually. And I want to make sure this does not sink. So that's why I'm adding the 11. Because if it sinks, we're going to have, you know, see-through spots. And we don't want that. And actually, I'm going to put a couple more drops because it's still pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just because there's so much resin. Yeah, that one's, I think, going to be better. I just don't want my glitters to sink. All right, now I got to get pouring because it is starting to warm up. All right, so let's get our, and I am going to spray with alcohol. That is so pretty. All right, so I'm just gonna let that kind of spread out. And let's get... Oh, come on. All right, so let's... All right, so I'm gonna take my my silicone tool, and I'm gonna go around the edges, because we do not want bubbles. And I'm gonna do the same with this, just to be on the safe side, even though it's thick and goopy. All right, so let's get these. Gonna give that a little spritz. There was a few bubbles. And I'm just going to go around the edges. Again, just to be on the safe side. All right, so let's and we'll top the rest of this off. All right, so that's got a dome on it. All right. I guess I can't scrape any more out of there, guys. So, holy smokes, I had just enough. That's gonna... I don't see any bubbles, but that doesn't mean there aren't any clinging in there. So I'm just to be on the safe side, because these are the areas that bubbles like to kind of hang on to. Is up underneath these type of lid type things. I mean, this will be the bottom, but still, I don't want any bubbles. All right, so we are gonna let this cure, and then we'll be back and we will get this assembled, and I am going to fling this box out somehow. So yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of watch it for a little bit, make sure if there's any bubbles that I get them popped before they firm up too much, and I will be back in a bit. Hang on, I gotta take my glove off. I can't. Okay, guys, so these are cool. I waited 2 hours, and then I put them, they were already solid, and then I put them in the curing machine, just so I could get this sped up a little bit. All right. So I got a little trimming to do, but that's the cover. Look how pretty that is. And what I like about the curing machine is it is not bendy. Yeah. And that is all ready to go. All right. So let's go ahead and get our nine-tailed fox out if we can. So I'll have a little trimming on the bottom of this one as well, but not too bad. And hopefully we have no bubbles. I took the extra time. All right. Gosh, I forgot how difficult this thing was. And because those ends are sharp, you got to be careful because I'll cut my fingers. There we go. Oh, it's got a few lines in her face, but she's really cute. Look at that sparkle. All right, let me fix my mold here. And let's clean up some of the bottom. Get that little bit of sharpness off. Because it's, I mean, it's going to be attached to the lid, but still we want it to be, to sit nice and flush. All right, let me clean this up, and then we'll put her little face. All right, so this one shouldn't be too difficult to unmold. And that one of the other things that I like about this Bond Crafter is it cures quicker than the other resins. Because I finished pouring this at 2:30 and it's now 7:23. And I'm able to demold it and have it be done. So that is our cover, which fits perfectly. All right, so let me trim this bottom, and I will put some little feet on the bottom, but I don't want the sharp edges on there. I'm gonna have to change my deburring tip here. I don't even know if you call them a knife or not, because it doesn't seem like a knife, but now I could have used my Dremel, which, you know, I like the Dremel on tight area pieces, but something like this where it's just straight all the way around, I'm like, I'm not getting that tool out for that. Okay, so this is going to be attached to our lid, which is going to make it our handle to lift it up. And our music box, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to see. I didn't think of that when I picked the color. So I'm just going to screw that off. All right, so this is going to be attached on the bottom here. So I want it to sit back far enough. I'm probably going to put it like here. And I've got these. All right, so I have 3 screws. So 1, 2, 3, and I have like 5 holes. So I guess I'm going to put 1 there, 1 here, and 1 here. Because then I got to figure out where my and that didn't mark. All right, so let me all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my mat. I have my drill bit here. It's about the same size as that. So I am going to turn it on. And we're going to drill a hole so I can set that flat. And I'm almost through. And we're through. All right. So, hopefully, all right, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. Try that. Still a little bit bigger. I did find the link for this and the link for this jar and for this, so that's all going to be in the description. Let me just see if I have a little bit bigger drill bit. Let's see. think that's the biggest one that I have in this little kit. I know my husband's got some, but all right. Let's see. Because this has to go all the way through, and now I'm thinking my cover is too thick. Are you kidding me? Oh. What? That didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. Crap. So I'm thinking maybe if I made the hole big enough that this would go in. No, that ain't gonna work. Crap on a cracker. All right, let's see. I might have to go to plan B. So this was the original mold that I had bought for a music box, but and that cover is definitely not going to work. All right, so and that is not very long either. So let me find out if my husband might have something to extend this. If not, I am going to have to pour another cover, but make it thinner. And I really, really don't want to do that. But now I have a hole in it, so now what would I do with it? All right, let me figure out what I'm going to do, and I will be right back. Okay. So I had to make the hole big enough for this to go down through. I'll have to buy a new music box with a longer little tip thing on it, but I was like, I want this to be done tonight. So we're going to put that like that. And because I went up and my husband went up to bed already, so that didn't help me out. All right. So it's still going to work. It's just going to be flush, which maybe is even better. All right. So now, so I ended up using my Dremel. I got it out and I had a little bit, I found a drill bit just a smidge bigger than this. So, I think, because this I don't want to go all the way in. I think I might need my a smaller drill bit here. Hang on. Really? All right. this one here will work. All right. Just push these over here, and then I will put them back after. All right, so I'm hoping that I can I don't know if it's gonna show or not. No, it is not. So let's see. I need the next one, I think, smaller, because that's gonna hit the metal, and I don't want to screw up the threads. Yeah, this one will be better. All right. Oh, and I got to plug this back in order for it to work. There we go. All right, so I only need to go down a little bit. Let me put this light on so I can see what I'm doing. One, two, I want to make sure they're lined up. Oh. All right, so I do not know if I'm going to be able to screw them down with all right, let me grab a small screwdriver here. All right. I'm just going to bring the whole kit in. And those ones are hex. And, of course, my husband's probably got all the baby ones upstairs. Straight. Oh, this one might work. Because I hate it when I start something, I want to finish it. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but come on. the heck with it. I'm going to go with this hole. So they definitely, I got to make the holes a little bit bigger, but for the sake of this video, and then we're going to put this right here. And of course now, because it's not screwed in right, or is it because it's hitting the bottom? All right, let me unscrew this. And let me unscrew this. Put that on last, now that I know it fits. All right. So let me drill these down just a smidge more. All right, so let's put that in, and we will try this again. All right, where's my other screws? Are you kidding me? Did I already lose my screws? If you guys can see them, yell at me. Wow. Yeah, I'm some kind of special. Oh my word. Alright, so now what am I doing wrong? Hole there. Where is my screw hole for... Oh, I can't find my screws because they're still in it, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, see, my husband would have been laughing his ass off at me. Really, hon? And then I'll just have to stand up and put some muscle into it. Which I don't have much of, but sorry for my head being in the way, guys. I'm trying to get my little screw lined up in the hole. All right. Now, my husband would have probably had some self-tapping screws that he could have replaced these with, but he's in bed, so. And now I gotta move it a little bit for my hole to line up. Go. So I guess I better put my little piton on. And then I can tighten my screws back down. Yay! Okay, okay, I'm happy now. I'm happy. Okay. Oh, that's going to be so cute. So, note to self, when you're ordering music box, get ones with different size little piton things, because it will make a difference. All right, so all right, where is, now I don't know if this is going to work. I've had these for a little while, and I just think they are so pretty. So what I was thinking of doing was wrapping it around the box. But now that I'm looking at it, I think it's going to take away from it. let's see here. Oh. Hey. That. And I just bought these. I think this one would look better. Yeah, I think this one's gonna look better. All right. I ended up getting these at Dollar Tree for $1.25. All right, so let me just stick that back down so I can use that for something else. It just kind of gives a little something extra. Yeah, I like that. All right, so before we glue our little nine-tail, let's let's give her a couple of little eyes. A few little eyelashes. And I think I'm gonna rhinestone around her little neck there. All right, so I am thinking those ones will work. All right. So oh my God. So, remember I told you a while back, those of you that have been with me for a while, that my husband had applied for his retirement and it was taking forever? It finally came in today. I was like, oh my word. I was so excited. So at least now I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I was like, what in the crap are we going to do? And I've applied for a bunch of jobs and none of them have gotten back to me. And I think it's just because I haven't worked for so long, other than just staying at home. So now we're waiting on his disability, which we know that can take a couple years. So I'm not too focused on that. I got turned down 3 times, so I don't have any faith in that. Oh, look how cute. Yeah, that definitely makes the difference. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these little ones on the edge of that little like bell that's hanging, just to give it that extra little sparkle. And this is just liquid fusion, and I just put it in a small bottle with that long neck because it definitely makes life a lot easier than trying to pour from the big nozzle. Get back over there where you belong, little thing. Look at that, her little sparkly necklace. All right. And now we will get her glued down, and we'll just let her completely dry overnight. And then we will be able to pick up our box with our little lifter. So let me see, what am I going to use? My E6000. Probably. All right. Gotta get that little dry bits out of there. It gets gummy on the end. All right, so we are gonna give a good and there we go. I will let that dry. And we will have our cute little music box. So yeah, let me see. And you didn't move her stone, so that is good. Yeah. I will probably go over the eyes too, just to darken them a little bit more. And I'm not going to worry about the little darkness on her little face. I was thinking maybe putting a stone on each one, but I don't know. I think I got enough on there now that I think it is cute. All right, so let me just take you down here. So that you can see the box. That's the front of it. And then the side. And the back. And let's try our little music here. Sorry. Look at how cute that is. And then you still have, you can put stuff in the box. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Everything is going to be linked in the description below. Alrighty, guys, have a great night. Bye.